What's up, guys? Today I'm back on another video, and so y'all probably like, where she been at, why she ain't been doing no videos, stuff like that. I'm gonna give y'all an explanation, and I'm gonna give y'all a story. So okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all about why I haven't been gone for so long. So basically, if y'all know, I started 9th grade, and it's been good so far. Like, you know, stuff been happening, you know. But, you know, for the most part, it's been good. So, basically, the reason why I have been gone for so long is because I've just been lazy. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I've been lazy. But whenever I really be wanting to make the videos, either I don't have no storage on my phone or my editing software messing up. So I had to delete editing software and stuff like that. So, yeah. But today I was watching a YouTube video, and I'm like, you know what? Let's make a YouTube video. So here we are. So, yeah. So basically, now let's talk about the story time. So today I'm gonna be giving y'all a story time about how I almost fought this girl in middle school. So let's get into okay, so basically, the girl that I almost fought, I'm not gonna say no names, I'm just gonna call her Jayla. So the girl Jayla. So if you go to a school with me, you gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. Just know that the girl's actual name isn't Jayla, but I'm using her name as Jayla. But y'all, the people that go to school with me, y'all know who I'm talking about. So this girl this is the 8th grade. This is the last school year. So this girl was like, when she came to school, you know, everybody, you know, like my friends was friends with her, so I'm like, okay.
She must be a cool person, you know, I should be friends with her, I should be cool with her.
That's when, this was like, you know, when the pandemic was going, like, this was when the pandemic was going hard. It was upstairs going hard. So, you know, that's when we had to wear masks, we had to be separated from each other and stuff like that. So this was like, so I always heard that she was getting into it with people. Like, she was getting into it with 7th graders, 6th graders, people that was in our grade, stuff like that. So I'm looking like, dang, like, where this girl came from? So that's when it was one day at lunch. So, you know, I always have, so, you know, when me and my friends would sit at the certain table at lunch, everybody would have their certain seat. Like, every day when we get to lunch, we would have a seat that we would go to every day. So this one specific day, I come to my seat before I go get my lunch to put my backpack down, and somebody else's backpack is in my seat. So I'm looking like, this ain't never happened before. So that's when I politely picked those 2 backpacks up. It was like one backpack in my seat and one backpack that was next to my seat. And it was the person that, like, the seat that was next to mine was somebody that I'm cool, like somebody that I'm cool with. So I politely picked their backpacks up and put them in a different seat at the table. So, you know, and I politely went to go get my lunch. So I come back, you know, I sit down, so, you know, the girls, I came back from getting my lunch before they did. So I sit down in my seat, you know, I'm on my phone eating my lunch still. And this one, her friend gonna come and sit down quietly in the seats that I put them in. And then she gonna say, Jayla, she gonna say, why you move? Like, so the girl, the seat that she put, the backpack that she put, basically, the backpack that she put in my seat didn't belong to her. It belonged to her friend. So she gonna say, why you moved her backpack? And I politely said, because this is my seat. And that's when she was like, that's when she had, you know, she would catch a little attitude and was like, who you got an attitude with? And I said, baby, I got an attitude with you because this is my seat. How you gonna put somebody else's backpack? It's not even your backpack, it's somebody else's backpack in my seat. I sit right here every day. So that's when she got quiet. And that's when I was looking at her like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. Oh, okay. And everybody else at the table was laughing and stuff because they looking like, okay, like, yeah, she put her in her place. Okay, yeah. Because people will put her in her, like, no, I ain't gonna say that. People, no, like, barely anybody was putting her in her place. like, she wanted to fight people, and people was, you know, wanting to fight her, but it wasn't never like an argument to where it's like she was the one that was being quiet. So that got cleared up right there, right that fast. So that little first encounter. So after that, I was like, oh, she thinks, you know, I'm looking like, okay, I see why everybody, you know, starting to distance themselves from her, because she's starting to get into arguments with everybody. So that's when she tried to get into a fight with my best friend at the time. She tried to get into a fight with multiple of my, like, she was getting to, you know, she was arguing with everybody. And soon she ain't have she barely had any friends. So keep in mind, you know, she go to my school, you know, she in my grade. So that's when I got PE with her. So I'm cool, like, you know, I'm cool with everybody. I try not to get in arguments with everybody. I try to be cool with everybody, because that's how I am. I don't like beefing with everybody. And if I do beef with you, I'm gonna, you know, if it was my wrong, I'm gonna come back, you know, be like, I apologize, because, you know, we you know. So I'm cool with everybody, basically. So I'm cool with the PE coach. I'm cool with everybody. I'm cool with every PE coach in PE. So I'm talking to my PE, like, me and my friends, we like in PE talking to our PE coach. And you know how you talking to somebody, you just glancing around, you know, just talking, you know, you looking around while you know, talking and stuff. And, you know, my eyes could, you know, going towards her, like, you know, like glancing, you know, talking, and yeah. Yeah, you know, just looking over there a little bit. So that's when, cause, you know, our coach, she had, you know, can't, you know, stop talking to us. She went over there to where her and her friends was. And and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, while I was talking to my coach, like, while me and my friends was talking to my coach, and I was looking over there towards her, I could see that she was getting angry for some reason, but I just ignored it, calm. You know, I'm not the type, you know, to be like, dang, what's going on with her? So I'm just ignoring her and just kept talking to my coach. And that's when I go over there. So that's when the coach go over there, go talk to her little friends or whatever. And I'm just continue talking to my friends. You know, we chatting and stuff. And that's when I hear, you know, be that, be this. Oh, she trying to fight. Oh, she trying to fight. She kept looking my way and she got a problem with me. So let's fight. Let's fight. She talking stuff. So I politely, you know, I respectfully, you know, look the way, you know, look over there where she was at. And like she telling all this to the coach. So I'm looking over there like, who she talking about? So I see that that's why, you know, I'm yelling. I'm like, who she talking about? And she gonna say, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. What's up? You keep looking at me like you got a problem with me. What's up? So I thought to myself, so if you went to school with me, you know that we had PE with the boys. So, you know, the girls and then the boys side. So basically, and at this time, everybody was in the gym. Everybody that had PE that hour was in the gym at the time. So it was either she was gonna play me so it's either gonna be the disrespectful way or the respectful way. And that's the disrespectful way, because you're not gonna play me in front of all these people like I'm scared. Because the reason why the way that y'all for say, like, the way that y'all for hear how I took this, I don't know if you would have took this way, but I took the way because you're not gonna talk to me disrespectfully and call me out my name and disrespect that I'm not gonna do anything about it. See, all these other girls that she was getting into it with, they wasn't doing anything about it. Like, she wasn't getting to no fights with people. She was just running her mouth. I'm not the type to run my mouth. I'm gonna fight you. Like, I'm gonna do something. Like, I'm not the type to do that. So it's either you're gonna shut up or you're gonna fight me. So that's when I said, oh, you trying to fight? Oh, you wanna fight me? So I'm going back and forth with her. So I'm like, oh, so you wanna fight me? You wanna fight me? So let's fight. So that's when she started talking. So I'm just looking like, okay, well, obviously she hasn't came up to me yet. She hasn't, like, you know, her friend, nobody wasn't even holding her back for real. Like, nobody was holding her back. Nobody, you know, it was just, she was just yelling to the top of her lungs across the gym. So, the gym, you know how a gym or a court is big. So I'm all the way on the other side of the gym, and she's all the way over there by the door. So what I did was I started running. I started running towards her fast because she wasn't going to do it. So somebody had to do it. And it was gonna be me, because I'm not gonna sit there and just argue with you across the gym floor looking dumb. That's not me. So either you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna either fight me or you're gonna be quiet and leave the situation alone. So I started running towards her, ready to fight her, and my friend Chloe came behind me and grabbed me and turned me around and faced me the other way. And when I tell you I was this close to getting towards her, I was this close to getting towards her, and I would have made it to her, but somebody caught me in my tracks and turned me around, so I wasn't able to get to her. But that's when my coach was like telling me, she was like, I'm not gonna. She, like, she went to me first. She went to her, and she was like, I'm not gonna write you up or anything, because I know how like, she was telling me, she was like, I'm cool, so I'm not gonna write you up or anything. So yeah, I'm not gonna say that the coach, because the coach had to call my mama and tell her what happened, of course, but she told her that she was gonna write me up or whatever. So that's when the next day, so I'm like, okay, it's cool, whatever. But like, I'm looking like, okay, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna track the girl down to school or nothing. Like, I'm not gonna follow her through the hallways and try to sneak her behind her and choke her or something. I'm not gonna do that. But I mean, if she tempt me, I'm gonna fight. So that's when, like, this our PE hour was the last class of the day. So after PE ended, we went home. So that's when I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm not gonna get in trouble, whatever. That's when I get to school that day, the next day. Soon as I get to my first class, like, I wasn't even in class for like a good 30 minutes yet, and they called me to the office. They called me to the office and they told me that they rolled the cameras back and they said I charged at her. These people called me in the office, told me I charged at her, and how I had to get rolled up by them. How the coach ain't write me up, but they gonna write me up. No, matter of fact, they did. They made the coach write me up, cause the coach wasn't gonna write me up. But they made the coach write me up, and they wrote her up too. But they wrote me up as well, cause they said I charged at her, and I should just let her talk. So, and I'm just looking at them like, so if y'all was in school, and you get it called out your name, you get it caught, like, you get it called out your name, you get it talked to disrespectfully, you tell me you're not gonna do nothing about that. You just gonna sit there and just be like, oh, we can resolve this situation by just peacefully talking and calm and stuff like that, just stroking each other's hair with a brush. Girl, no. You either gonna fight or you gonna take your lick and be quiet. That's the only thing I can see that you could do. So that's when I was like, okay, well, that's when she was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to call your mom and tell her that you're getting rolled up. And I'm like, the crazy thing, I tell my mama everything. So when I went home that day, like the last day, I told my mama how I'm going to a fight. So I was really tripping off of that. But I'm looking like, y'all really writing us up. We didn't even touch each other. So like, I'm looking like y'all really wrote us up because we argued. I mean, I ran towards her really quickly with my hands up, but I ain't touch her. I ain't get to her. So I never really understood that, but yeah. But I always vowed myself, I always told myself, if I was to ever get into another argument with this girl, I'm gonna put my hands on her, because she done got into about 2 fights since she'd been around. And the first fight that she got into, she lost. The second fight that she got into, she snuck the person in the bathroom. So I can't really say that was a win, because you got an advantage when you sneak somebody. So I can't really say too much on that. But yeah, that's that. So my advice to y'all is, if somebody talking mess, and that you haven't seen them put their hands up yet, then that's when you take the charge and you put your hands up and you run towards them. Now, what I can say is run fast enough to the point where nobody be able to, grab you, so you can get to the person that you're trying to get to. And that's my advice. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, text me, DM me, and on my Instagram, cause you know I changed about 5-10 times. But DM me if you want, like, what type of content you want. I'm probably gonna try to add some more next. I haven't did that. I want to do that. But yeah, so see you in the next video.